Welcome everyone again to Cynthia's Culinary Corner, and hello to the community, especially happy Healthy Valley. Today we're going to have just a fun segment because it's one of my favorite topics, just refreshing drinks and sparkling wines. I wanted to choose white wines and some pink wines like rosé, Riesling for the summer because that's the best time to have them in. So another thing, I have this bottle here. It's called a Moscato. It's a sweet wine, but I just have to have it here because it's my favorite color. So another little tip I want to give you. Whenever you are trying to start to drink wine, I recommend starting with some sweeter wines, and then you can work your way up little by little. That's what I did, and that's what I want to share with you all and teach you. So Moscato is a fairly sweet wine. You have different ranges from very sweet to medium sweet to lightly sweet. So it just depends, but you cannot go wrong with the Moscato. It's a white wine. They also have the sparkling Moscato wines, which are fun because they're bubbly, and you can have that with cheese or crackers or just sipping it outside in the wonderful sun with that wonderful vitamin D that we discussed a few segments ago. So I'm gonna put this aside, and we're gonna start, okay? We're just gonna have fun. So let's start with this wine. This is called Cava. Cava is like champagne. The difference is the wines are called their names based on the regions they're from. So champagne comes from Champagne, France, right? Cava comes from Spain. So it's like champagne. The process is a little different. It's a shorter aging period. That's why it's not as expensive as champagne. This bottle right here ranges anywhere from $8 to $14, and it's delicious. And then you have your different types of cavas. Your dry, your semi-dry, and then your mildly sweet to no sweet. So we're gonna make a nice little drink with that. So why don't I start with that first and show you what we can do, what I like to do with cava. Cava tastes really good with some ice. And let's not forget, we did wash our hands. I did. 30 seconds, happy birthday song, twice. Ice will fall out, that's okay. It's a little fun, today's fun. I like to put a strawberry in here, it just pairs really nice. And the white wines, the lighter wines, you want to pair them with, let's say, fish, seafood, Asian food, cheeses, crackers, vegetables, hummus, the dips of choice, pasta with your white sauces, like a fish with a light lemon garlic sauce would be really delicious. Look how pretty that is. It's just a nice little touch to a meal. So you can pair it as you like. So this is a nice refreshing drink. That's our cava. You can get this at your local grocery stores, okay? Then we have something really neat. Riesling. Riesling comes from Germany, from the area of Rhine, okay? The grapes are the lighter grapes. It's a little crisp. And something I want to share with you is always look at the back of the bottle when you're going to buy something because the notes are in the back. The notes are the flavors. Normally you have your top notes, your medium notes, and then the ending notes. So it just depends. Normally your fruit will be on top, and then you'll have something like maybe vanilla or like a honeydew that kind of like lingers in between, and then you end with it. This particular Riesling, look at this. This is what I like because they're all a little different, but they're similar. This one has green apple, ripe peach, honeydew, and melon with a little bit of vanilla. Doesn't that sound just delicious? It does for me. So always look at the back of the bottles to see what you like. And if you don't know what you like, you can always just try it. So now we're gonna do something that I really like. I love to use Prosecco. Prosecco is like cava, but it comes from northern Italy. And it's very inexpensive. And what I like to do is, look at this. We're gonna add a little bit of Prosecco. Look at that. You get the same bubbly effect as champagne for 1/8 of the price. Something I like to do, I got some edible flowers. It's called wild hibiscus in rose syrup. And look how pretty this looks. And if you don't have this, that's okay. You can just use fruit. Mango. Mangoes are in right now. Look at that. Put that in here. Put 2. Then you can add a little bit of the syrup. Just in case the Prosecco is a little dry for some of us. Sometimes we want a little bit of sweetness. And then you add a little bit more. Look at that. See? Fresh. Fresh, even if you do like chicken or do a barbecue outside. That would be perfect. So we have that. And then I'm going to, my last one. Save the best for last. Rosé. I love the rosé. So look at this notes. Most of the rosés have a little bit of strawberries and a little bit of raspberries with a hint of vanilla. Sometimes they'll have a little citrusy, so it just depends. So the rosé pairs really well with pork and lamb. Look at that beautiful color. I just love color. Soft color. And then you can add your fruit, your berries, your raspberries, your blueberries. Remember what we discussed in one of the segments? These fruits have a lot of antioxidants, low glycemic index. I think we can use that right now during this segment. Don't you think? We gotta add a little bit of that. And then a blackberry, you see? If you wanna make it even fresher, you can add a little mint leaf. You can't go wrong. So, one more thing we want to end with. I did not use a Viognier, but I love Viognier because Viognier has more body than the sparkling wines and the rosé. A Viognier is like a Chardonnay. They have more body, and if you look at the bottle, I like to get the yellow hues. Like if I'm going to get a Chardonnay or Viognier, because the yellow hues gives it more flavor and it has a little bit more body. But sometimes you want a lighter drink. And the Viogniers have different forms of grapes. This is what I really enjoy. Sometimes they have butterscotch, they have gardenias, they have different forms of citrus, pineapple, melon. So right now that we're in this summer heat, we're in the summer, take advantage of any type of white wines, sparkling wines, rosés, and just have a lot of fun. And we have to always end with a voila.